Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician. Today we're going to be going into the Camaro and we're going to be going over everything that I've done as far as new parts, changes, upgrades that I've done to the exterior of the car or the body of the car. I'll also have another video going over the interior and everything I've done, the engine bay and everything I've done, as well as the suspension and everything I've done underneath the car. So roughly 4 videos basically going over everything that I've modified, changed, or updated on the car since I started the build back in, I want to say 2016, so almost 10 years ago. I've got about 800 miles on it now, and it's running pretty dang good. Couple small things here and there, nothing that affects, driving it or anything like that. But I just got the car wrapped, and I might have one, possibly 2 other videos out where you can see that, but it's really hard to show it in videos when it's in the garage because the lighting in the garage, all the LED lighting, does not show its true color. It's like my camera, when I'm on my phone, auto corrects and it's like oversaturated, so it shows like the car is like a really bright red. It's really not. Like, I'll post pictures in this video so you guys can see what it looks like outside during low light or kind of cloud coverage, as well as when the sun is out, because the color changes quite a bit. So I'll get into all the details. If you guys enjoy, please make sure to smash that thumbs up. I'll try and have some of these products linked down in the description if you guys are interested. And if I forget to mention something in this video or the future ones going over the interior, engine bay, suspension, anything like that, please feel free to drop a comment down below. I'll do my best to find whatever part that is and give you guys the information that you guys are looking for. But once again, if you guys enjoy, make sure to smash that thumbs up. And if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Let's go ahead and get into this. So here is my 3rd gen Camaro that I've been kind of rebuilding the last 8 or 9 years. 2016 timeframe is kind of when I started on it, and I bought this for $2,800 from a kid going to college in Arizona, but it was originally a New Mexico car, and the previous owner had painted it and done a bunch of stuff to it. I'll get into that here in just a little bit, but it was not great. It wasn't horrible. The interior was definitely bad, but it was originally a sport coupe, and it was originally a 5-speed 2.8-liter V6 car. And so a lot of changes have been done, but we're going to go over the exterior and everything that I've done. Hopefully I don't forget anything. And like I said in the intro, this lighting does not do the wrap color any justice. It's, it looks good, but the camera with the lighting kind of, I don't know, it's not its true color. Like, to me right now, it's a super, super dark burgundy and burgundy-ish. It basically is a little bit more red than my seats, but in this video, it kind of corrects it when I put my hand out there, but I don't know, it won't pick up the correct color on camera. But either way, the wrap, the main color is the KPMF matte iced red titanium. And this is a color that I've liked for a really, really long time and almost didn't go with it. I almost went with a matte metallic charcoal gray or something like that. It was another one that I really liked. But besides the red, we also did obsidian black. We did obsidian black on the center scoop portion of the hood. We also did obsidian black here. And then I also have the black grille. And then on the back, we have the wing and wing wicker in obsidian black as well. So, like I said, this was a sport coupe, and as far as I know, I didn't think any sport coupe came with this ground effect kit. So if I'm wrong, let me know down in the comments. But I had a sport coupe before. It was at 87, and it wasn't even remotely like this. So either some of them came with these ground effects, or whoever owned this car before went through a lot of work to install these ground effects. They did a really good job on everything. It does look like some of them had body work done to them when you look at them close, but it's like they stopped caring halfway through the paint job. Like, there were, a lot of minor mistakes, nothing, horrendous, but the front clip, they have it all bolted on, and then over here they ended up putting some self tappers in. couldn't really do anything about the holes, and there wasn't any mounting solution. So I ended up getting these countersunk washers and stuff, the fancy ones that people put in their engine bays. I basically ran a couple of those to match the paint, or to match the wrap, and I think it's better than self-tappers. But yeah, that was unfortunate that they did that to the front ground effects. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm okay with it. I think it looks really good. So besides the ground effects, I went with the Race Star Dark Star wheels. I have 17s in the front and 15s in the rear, but overall the tire height is the same, just a little bit more meat on the back with Mickey Thompson's. We'll go over more of the wheels and tires and everything in the suspension video, but yeah, they're the Race Star Dark Star wheels, 17s in the front, 15s in the rear. As far as the front of the car, I used to have that slotted grille that I believe was common on the RS's. So a few years back, I bought the Camaro one. I think I picked this up at Hawks Motorsports, but it's a gloss black, so it matches. And then I also did an easy lip on the front bumper, which at the time, a lot of the kits online will come in a certain length and they'll be like too short for how long these front bumpers are on the Camaros. But you can either find the extra long version or you can call easy lip, and they have one specifically longer that a lot of people call about for these Camaros. So they will get you the right one sent out. And they're really easy to install. All of the lights on the front are the Starbuck Innovation or Starbuck Innovative Designs lights. They are white with an amber blinker, and that's both the daytime running light and the headlights. Really, really nice. Big upgrade from stock, and a big upgrade from even the aftermarket ones that I installed. But these do have the pass-through with the hose that can be ran to the brakes. I have mine ran to the intake in the engine bay. I'll show that in the engine bay video. But really nice LED lights, and then the headlights are nice and bright as well. As far as the hood, it is the GlassTech Sunoco hood. I really like the Sunoco hood that Hawks offers. But with the intake that I'm running, I wasn't sure if it was going to fit. Plus, I heard a lot of people talking about the fitment of that hood and how much work it was. So after I saw Mark's third gen, he has the VFN? There's another brand that makes another Sunoco hood very similar to this. After I saw his, I really liked the way that looked. There's plenty of room under here for whatever changes I make in the future. If I go taller or end up running something that needs a little bit more room, this hood offers that. Plus it allows plenty of room for my intake. It probably sits right about here. So I really like the look of the hood. I like what we did with the two-tone, and just to give it a little bit of accent, a little bit of an eye-catching part of the car on the front as well as the rear. So this one's from GlassTech. It did have, its imperfections. There was a chip in the corner that I repaired, and then there were some soft divots, and if you're gonna paint the car, you definitely want to, do your work on it, make it smooth, because with mine there are slight imperfections. Right there's a little bit of a low spot. There's one over here. There's one right there in the body line. One right there. But I am going to do a vinyl wrap of the companies for as far as the parts and stuff that I run on my car. Kind of like the DSZ hood, but a little bit different. And it'll kind of take your eye off of the small imperfections in the hood. So that's the plan there. I just haven't had it done yet. I did end up doing a brow up here in the obsidian black because I didn't think the tint would work all that great, because this had the factory tint, which was like a brown. It just looked like a smoker blue on the window up here for 30 years. So it was like a ugly brown tint, and I figured with, window tint, it's gonna affect the color. So we just did a black stripe up there for now, and it's dirty right now. The car is filthy. I took it out for a 3-hour drive yesterday, so it is covered in dust. My exhaust blows straight to the ground, so it blows it all over everything. On the Sunoco hood, I did the arrow catch hood pins and latches. These are the lockable ones. I think you can get non-locking ones as well, but they work really well, and they were pretty easy to install. Just kind of, cutting into a new hood was kind of a stressful situation, but it came out really nice and works really well. And I love how easy the hood locks and opens. There you can see the underside of the hood. There's the Glass Tech sticker, and where I cut out for the arrow catch latches. But the hood is super light, and I'm happy with it. I did do a new seal around the window. There wasn't any seal whatsoever when I got the car, and it kind of looked weird, so I installed a seal. All the seals around on the car are new. The windshield's in rough shape from over the years. I think they ran the windshield wipers with obviously a bad wiper, as well as I think the arm was making contact over on the driver's side, so there's like a line. And then I don't know if this was from I don't know if they used to have the window louvers on here, because there's this and there's one on the other side, and then there's like that in the window, this in the window, and then on the other side there's like a perfect couple lines that it looks like maybe the louvers were like rubbing on, but then like there's this basically all across the bottom of the window. So the windows aren't in the best of shape, but yeah, I mean, it kind of is what it is. I also did the smoked side markers. They do have LED ones available now where you can get LED strips and everything, but I already threw these in. My lights are working the way they should, because when you make changes on these cars with LEDs, any little change can affect the operation. I do have LED flashers in here and everything I need to make this work, but I like the way these look. They operate just fine. So I'm not going to be changing them. I think they're just fine. But there are a lot of other ones available now. There weren't very many options back when I purchased these, but I do like these. I did delete the antenna. I don't really listen to the radio in here. You can't really hear it unless you have it cranked way up. But when they reinstalled this after painting or whatnot, but they cross-threaded it, so like it was never tight to the body and it wiggled around and the paint was all chipped around here, so I had to do some body filler in here before we wrapped it, and then I just put a rubber grommet in here to seal it off, and I mean, it turned out good. I don't need the radio. I just listen to whatever's on my phone through the stereo, so deleted that and got that out of there so it wasn't just a metal piece moving around on the wrap. And then recently I did new door panels and everything, but at the same time I did the Hoffman door handles. So I was lucky enough to catch him while he was making a batch. They're not always easy to get a hold of, so when I saw him making some, I immediately messaged him letting him know that I was interested in a set. So I got a set of those, and they are amazing compared to the factory door handles. If your bars and stuff have been tweaked in the past, like my passenger side has been tweaked a lot, that bar that goes from the handle down to the mechanism, so it did take some tweaking to get it operating correctly, but that's all due to previous owners working on the door panels, but got that situated. It wasn't a big deal. Everything works really well and they open so nicely. So really happy with those. Next up, like I said, they did a lot of body work and stuff on this. They actually deleted, I could tell that there had been, sorry, it's filthy down here, like I said. There's been some body work possibly through here. So it's not perfect, but I mean, you really got to be looking for those things. But they deleted the side wings off of here. And honestly, I feel okay with it. I think it looks good. And it's different from everyone else. So We just got the factory wing here, and then I did the Hawks wing wicker, and this was like the first one that they came out with. I think they have like 3 or 4 available now. They got some really cool ones with the smoked plexiglass center section. I would have really liked that one, but I'm super happy with this one. I'm not going to change because I do believe that the mounting holes are different, so I'd end up drilling more holes into this spoiler or wing, so I'm not going to do that, and I think it looks really good. So as far as on the back of the car, I know it's kind of hard to see, I did have my taillights. I switched from the split design to the grid style design because it's the design that I really liked. My stepmother had them on her 25th anniversary RS, and I absolutely love those taillights. So I finally found a set that was a decent price. I think I picked them up on eBay. I can't remember. It was a few years ago. But as soon as I got them, I sent them off to a place in town called Performance Paint, and I had them paint them because I didn't want to do the Wade taillight covers. That would defeat the purpose of even getting these. And those are super dark. I can't really see much through them. And I didn't want to vinyl wrap them because then with the grid style, it's just a pain in the butt. So I just had them paint them, and every coat that they did, they sent me a picture until I was happy with it, and then I told them, you know, that's it, and they did a fantastic job on them. So I'm really happy with how they came out, and plenty of light shines through. I am running last fit LED bulbs and everything in the rear, and they are nice and bright, very easily seen. I'll actually go ahead and turn them on for you guys so you guys can see. You guys can see the headlights too, at least the daytime running lights. And so when the blinkers aren't on, they're white LED strips. And then on the rear, you can tell plenty of light shines through, even without the brakes pressed. So it's not so dark that light doesn't shine through. And then just recently after the wrap, I also installed the wheel well liners as well. I guess you can consider that exterior. I could have thrown it in with suspension, but yeah, that is the exterior of my 85 Camaro Sport Coupe with the ground effects, and it's all wrapped and ready to enjoy. So I've been trying to get it out as much as possible. We'll have videos of it as well, but stay tuned for the next video where we go over everything that I did to the interior, and then we'll have another one on the engine bay and everything that I've done, and then everything underneath the car as well. So if you guys enjoyed, please make sure to smash that thumbs up. If you guys have any questions on any of the products that we go over, or maybe I forgot to mention something, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'll do my best to answer it for you guys. But if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.